Day 1005, I think. Just got out of the first church service, and just like sitting on the ground, just like talking to God. We had a different kind of service today, and I was just I got up and I was walking to the bathroom, and one of my friends grabbed me and is like, "Hey man, can I pray for you?" And this is the first guy who ever prayed for me at church before I was even a believer, where he said, God is going to use you to bring justice to the world, and you're going to partner with him, and you're going to bring justice to the world. And every time he's prayed for me, it hasn't even been prayer, it's been like prophesying. He prophesies over me, and it's just so incredibly spot on. And so he started praying for me. He's like, bro, I just see a garden. He said, it's like you have a house, and you have the nicest house on the block, and you have the most beautiful garden, and you look around at the houses around you and the gardens around you, and you're just like, you see that they're like dilapidated and they're torn down, and it's just like, and it bothers you so much because you see it, and there's not like any pride. You just see like how bad other people's houses are in their gardens, and you just want to help them. And so he said, it's like you're taking tools out of your shed, and you're giving people these tools, and you're jumping over the fence to your neighbors, and you're painting, and you're cleaning, and you're teaching them how to do it, and you're loaning them your tools and teaching them, and it's just like you're teaching them how to build their houses for God and their gardens for God. And I was just like, wow, because that's exactly what I'm doing. And I look at people and I'm like, man, I want them to have the kind of feelings that I have. I want them to have the kind of experiences that I have. I want them to have the kind of testimonies that I have. And I just want to teach them everything that I have. I want to give them all the tools that God is teaching me. And he was just so spot on. He said, what you're going to do is you're going to build communities. He said, communities, like a neighborhood is a community. Like you're going to build communities, Chris. Like you're going to build a community for God. And it was crazy. It was so powerful. And he also talked about my wife. He said that God is going to send you a wife that is bold and powerful in her faith, and she's going to support you. He said, you've been thinking like you can't do this alone. You need a partner, and you can't do this alone, and you're not going to do it alone, and it's okay. And use this time where you're by yourself and single to just get closer to God, to spend more time with God. This is not wasted time, but you will have a partner in this that will fight with you. You're not going to do it alone, so don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. And yeah, you're gonna build, and you're gonna lead and build communities. And I was just like, wow, just in tears. It's just because I'm learning these things, and I just want to give them to everyone. Like there's so many tools that God has given me that I can give to other people to help set them free, and I'm just so passionate about that, and just like want to contribute to people as much as I can, and give them as much as I can, and help them as much as I can with everything that I'm learning. And it was just crazy that he prayed for me like that, just like so spot on. Like it was really, really powerful. So I feel like there's a new level of my faith. And he said that next level is coming. That next level of whatever you're expecting, like that next level thing, like it's coming. It's coming. God will do it. And I really need to take my faith to a new level, my encounter with God to a new level. Like I was sitting there praying, and I was like, God, just teach me how to encounter you every day. How do I encounter your presence every day? Like how do I encounter you every day, God? Teach me how to encounter you every day. How do I meet with you every day, God? Like, man, I just want to have that presence. I and that experience with God every day of my life to start my day, so then I can go out and lead according to His will, not my own, and not figure it out on my own, but figure it out through Him. And so, yeah, there's just a new level of faith, and what my friend was saying is that there's something blocking you, there's something stopping you, and God's going to break that. And I think a huge part of it is this slothfulness, this spirit of slothfulness that I am going to defeat and destroy with Jesus, and it's going to set me free. And so, whew, wow, yeah, that was intense, very intense. But I mean, I swear, every time my friend prays for, he's prayed for me, I think 4 times in the last year and a half, and every time it's not even prayer, it's prophecy, and he's so spot on every time. And I just, he's got such an amazing heart and such a powerful man of God. And so, yeah, it's an incredible blessing. So, time to get really even more serious than I have been, because I need to reprioritize my time, and I will.